Hello again, and as promised, here is our um, information about our food that we've been having here at Sitaram. So let's see. Hopefully, this will work. Okay, how do I go to the next slide? There we go. Oh shoot. Okay, so here you can see that we have breakfast. So every day we have some sort of juice, and then typically a variety of fruits. And then we have our second portion of breakfast. So, like you can see on this slide, we had a partial of. Do you think that was a banana or a plantain?
That one was a banana.
Yeah.
But we've had a plantain as well.
Yeah. And then some sort of curry with our. I think this one was the ragi millet with coconut flakes. And here's some more. You want to explain some of these?
So we have in the bottom left corner is a ragi, and they made it into a roll. It has coconut on the ends, and then in the bottom right, that one is like their dosa pancake situation.
That was the quinoa one.
That one's, the quinoa one. And then they give us more fruit and juice.
So with the quinoa dosa or pancake, whatever you want to call it, so those are they don't like have necessarily like a sweetness to them, but they're served with or in this case it's a coconut chutney, and then they gave us some of their honey, and their local honey is so good. Have you ever had a honey that tasted like that one?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's like I don't even know how to begin to describe it. Okay, there it goes. Okay, and then as you can see for lunch, we get some sort of salad type thing. And then we have a variety of different curries and chutneys with either some millet, which is like a very small, fine grain, or sometimes we get like ragi noodles, or what else do we get?
Typically either ragi or millet.
Yeah.
Or quinoa.
Yeah. Have we gotten really quinoa in this form though? I don't think we've gotten it in the dosa form.
We've gotten regular quinoa a handful of times.
Oh, okay.
Like once or twice.
Yeah.
And for the salads, they typically do like a lemon on top.
Like
for dressing.
It seems like straight up lemon juice, and it's like super delicious and super refreshing.
It's really good.
Like, it's making my mouth water thinking about it. Did you want to explain what that top left one is? You remember that thing?
They like hollowed out, was it a cucumber? And it was just kind of for decoration, I guess. We still ate it, of course. And yeah, they put the salad in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're getting fancy.
It was pretty fancy. And so some of these, I'm trying to remember what some of these were. I think this one right here, I hope you can see my cursor. So on the bottom right slide, the second dish in the middle that is like sort of white, I think that was the tapioca curry, and that was actually really good. So the tapioca root, it ends up kind of tasting almost like a potato, not quite a potato, but almost a potato. Just as satisfying as a potato.
And there's also coconut chutney in the bottom left picture. It's the second bowl, and in the bottom right picture, it's the far right bowl.
Yeah.
They typically give us a coconut chutney with lunch.
Yes. And then I think this one had like shredded coconut, and this might have been the mushroom thing too.
Might have been the mushroom thing.
And then typically there's some sort of something that has some sort of gourd or some sort of vegetable. I think this one over here, so the one that's the bottom right next to, in between the coconut chutney and the white tapioca curry, I think that one was the Brussels sprouts.
I think so, yeah.
And those were pretty good. This one right here, this next to the tapioca, the bottom right, that first bowl, it's got those little rings. You want to tell them what that was?
It's fried bitter gourd. It's delicious. and we're going to ask Chef to teach us how to make it.
Yes.
It's really good.
It is so good. And we've already talked to Chef at that. So like I've basically like made a list of like all the recipes that I want to be able to take home with me. And so I'm essentially going to end up with a small cookbook. But I'm pretty excited. Loading. Okay, here is another example of one of the salads. And again, it seems like they just squeeze just fresh lemon juice over the salad, but like there's a pretty good amount on it. Like it's fairly evenly coated. I'm going to clarify with Chef and see if there's anything else that he adds to it, but I really don't think so.
I think sometimes he puts like other like seasonings and stuff on top.
Yeah.
But
I don't.
For the dressing, I think it's just lemon juice.
Because do you think that it's mixed with any sort of oil or anything? I don't. It doesn't really seem like it.
Doesn't. Yeah, no. Because I feel like we'd see the separation.
Yeah.
And so there's like no.
Yeah. And then just another one with some different curries and some more raggi. Or I guess that one's probably just the regular millet. Ooh, I think this was my mango day. So I think this one is like a mango chutney. Or yeah, a mango, and this is a mango curry. They had like a mango festival day, and poor Emily was doing purgation that day, so she didn't get to eat it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my legs are going to sleep. Can't sit like that no more. But it was so good, and they've even got little chunks of mango in the millet. It was so good, and I think that was even a mango coconut chutney. See if my slide will advance. Maybe. Should I click it again?
Maybe.
Hello? Oh, now there it goes. All right, dinner. So dinner.
So one night they decided to make us a dosa for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And they so that's the bottom left picture. And they made it out of raggi for that one. Typically they make it out of quinoa.
Or at least for us.
For us, yeah.
Because usually, sometimes the dosas are made with other things like wheat or whatever that we can't have. And it was like stuffed with like this beet root something.
No, it was tomato.
Tomato?
That one was tomato.
I thought I had beetroot too.
No.
I thought I had tomato because this paste right here was tomato.
Yeah, but it was tomato in it too.
Oh, but I thought I still had beetroot.
That didn't have any beet in it.
Oh, okay. Well, we've had other stuff with beetroot.
We've had lots of beets, but no, that was tomato.
Okay.
Because then we got our paneer with our dosa on the right, and yeah, so.
I thought it was beet and tomato.
It was tomato.
Okay. I'm an astronaut. But typically before dinner, we're served a soup first as kind of our appetizer, and then you have your main portion. And yeah, so down here, look at Emily's face.
We finally got paneer.
We did, and it was so amazing.
So good.
Just looking at this picture is making my mouth water. This is definitely absolutely 100% the top of our list of things that we have to get the recipe for. We're going to ask Chef if he can teach us. But we want a hands-on demonstration where we actually get to cook, so that way we can make sure that we get it down. Yes, and I'll tell you that in a later video. Spoilers. Okay, click the slide. Are you gonna go or not? Oh gosh, that paneer was so good. There it goes. Oh, okay, this is a slide. Now it came in. Okay, so pardon the mess here. It didn't want to load the pictures that Emily had added. So here we have one of the little, it's like a lettuce, or it's probably a cabbage cup thing, and they put some diced cucumber and then some sort of pickled something on top. It was delicious. I don't know what that pickled stuff was, but I was like obsessed with it. And then we have another example of lunch, and we've got some lentils there, and again the shredded coconut with some mushrooms and more paneer and some coconut chutney. Under that, we have these were ragi dosas that we had in the morning. And then you can't really see the other picture. We get the idea. Oh, and one of those things that's underneath that picture next to the, what was that? A squash thing? Not a squash.
Eggplant.
Eggplant. That's all I was
A
looking
green
for.
eggplant.
Yeah. Next to the green eggplant, there's like these little discs, and they were beet kebabs.
Mm-hmm.
Those
were really good.
Those were really good. Is it gonna go? Is it not gonna go? There it goes. Okay. So, more examples of dinner. Is there any of these that you want to point out that were like super good?
So they typically start us off with some sort of really hot soup. And we typically complain about it until the soup cools off.
Yep.
Which is for a few minutes.
Yep.
And then the top middle picture, those are quinoa noodles. It kind of tasted like lo mein. No, chow mein.
I don't know. You're the one that was like, oh my god, these noodles remind me of this, and I don't think I ever had it, but I like them. They're good.
It was really good.
We totally ordered some for us to go home with.
We did.
Because I had AJ look already, my husband, and at the Indian stores at home to see if they had any that we could eat, and they all have wheat. So I'm bringing them from India.
So in that same picture with the noodles, the thing on the left is like a pumpkin
mash.
Yeah, pumpkin mash. The thing in the middle was a pineapple curry.
Oh, so
and
good.
Then the thing on the right is what they call ladies' fingers.
AKA okra.
Yeah.
I freaked out one of the guys when he said there was ladies' fingers. I was like, oh, ladies' fingers? And looked horrified. He's like, oh, okra! And I just busted out laughing.
And then the right picture, the right upper is also okra on the right side.
Yep. And then we had some broccoli with something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember what this thing was. But I know I ate it. And then just different soups. We also had a tomato soup.
We've had lots of tomato soup.
Yeah, lots of tomato soup. I think we even had like a bitter gourd soup at one point.
I think so, yeah.
Oops.
All sorts of soups.
Yes. And here is
purgation.
Yes, so this is pretty much that middle picture with all the plate of pineapple, and the juice was pretty much what you get for breakfast for purgation. You don't get the variety of fruits that we normally get. They still served us the dosa after that, right?
So for purgation, the pineapple you get the day before.
Yes.
You don't get breakfast day of.
Yes.
But yes, that was just, instead of other fruits, you got the pineapple, and then they still served dosa, and then they also served us pineapple before lunch the day before purgation. And then the day of purgation, you can't eat until you've gone to the restroom.
4 times.
Four times.
4 times, and it has to be like
legitimate.
New, yeah.
And then you can call an order, and they'll bring you the clear soup on the right, which is the same one on the left as well. But in the left, we also have mashed potatoes that you can have once you've eaten clear soup and gone, I think, 12
times.
12 times. And I was feeling nauseous that day, so they also gave me buttermilk to drink. Was horrible, but got through it.
Yep. So normally, because of our allergy list, we have rice on our allergy list. So normally, if you don't have rice on your allergy list, you actually get like a rice porridge kind of thing, which is essentially like rice and water. But I actually really liked the vegetable soup. I thought it was actually pretty good. And their mashed potatoes are still pretty good, but they're not like...
They're lumpy.
They're not like home mashed potatoes that we would think of in the States.
Watery, but they're lumpy.
Yeah. They're still good. There was still some salt in there. Yeah. But Emily and I were like, you know what? These would be really elevated with some garlic and some cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
but we were just happy that we could have potatoes. And so then that brings us to basically the summary of our food. Obviously, we've eaten a lot more stuff too, but these were like the main highlights. And so, yeah, see you in the next video.